Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, we adopted the Pact for the Future. The task for us now is to move from ambition to action. Actions that create an ecosystem of harmony between the environment, people, planet, and technology. But most of all, one that promotes human dignity. Poverty has been a constant for hundreds of millions for this and past generations. This we must change now. Ensuring climate security, food security, and energy security is paramount. Let us not rehash the climate story. We know it. We must act now. Meeting the climate finance commitments can no longer be postponed. Forests are an integral part of the climate solution, and it is time that a global market-based mechanism for carbon credit be put in place. Our global food security continues to deteriorate, and the projections are alarming. It is estimated that $90 billion in annual global financing will be needed between now and 2030 to provide a basic social safety net. If we are not able to meet the basic need of feeding our people, the entire Agenda 2030 is in peril. It is our collective responsibility to provide the $300 to $500 billion needed to transform our global food system. Technology transfer, insurance for farmers, access to finance, and fair trade rules are all part of the solution. On energy security, this must be built on a platform of equity and access to technology. We must not be divided on addressing the digital divide. Too many still lack the basic of connectivity. AI can be a positive game changer for humanity, but also has the potential to widen the gap between countries and people if we do not bridge the digital divide. Our global community has a responsibility to ensure that AI is a force for good that benefits everyone. Excellencies, to do all of this, our public policies and global strategies must be aligned, and our global institutions responsive. Outdated and broken global systems must be fixed. We must reform the international financial architecture and make it more inclusive and conducive to sustainable development for all. But sustainable development cannot flourish without peace and security. We must end and prevent wars. The Security Council must also be reformed to be more representative, responsive, and democratic. If not, it will lose both its credibility and relevance. Excellencies, as we seek to create a fair and just world, we must focus on including all our people. No region, no country, or no group must be left behind. We must do more so that our women and youth are integral in all our decisions and actions. The future we envision must target directly the more than 340 million women and girls projected to live in poverty by 2030. It must also address the 110 million young women and girls projected to remain out of school by 2030. The 24% of women and girls projected to be food insecure, and the 245 million women and girls that will experience sexual or gender-based violence by 2030. The sustainable future we build must meet the needs and aspirations of the 1.3 million additional youths the world will have by 2030, ensuring sustainable development in which access to education, health, housing, and energy must be provided. Excellencies, we must now define an implementation plan for the Pact for the future to address the challenges in building a life of dignity for every global citizen. I thank you.
I thank the President of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana,